Hey there, McAllister here with Toasty DIY, and today I'm just doing a quick video over the top 5 websites that you can use for Dungeons & Dragons. These are websites that I've used for a long time that I find very helpful. I run a lot of my game off my computer. I used to do pen and paper, but I just found over time it's gotten easier to just have the internet in front of me in case I need to look up a monster or need a quick inspiration on something. I can Google pictures, things like that. So these are things I use all the time, and they're really generators, a lot of them. So if your players suddenly decide it's time for a shopping adventure and you didn't prepare, if it's time to generate a town because they decided to leave the one they're in and you didn't have anything prepped, this is really a great place to start for finding solutions to those problems. So let's go ahead and hop into our first website. So this one's an encounter initiative tracker. It's very easy. It's castark.co.uk. You can just look up initiative tracker on Google and you'll find it. And the nice part is, say you've got your hero here and you want to track their HP just in case you're trying to be more particular. I don't track my heroes, that way I don't accidentally try to lie to them. And then I add a goblin in, say it has 5 health. You know, if it gets stunned, I'll write it there. But the nice thing is if, say, 5 more goblins come up because one starts yelling, I can write down here initiative 12 because one rolls that high. Coming in and add. Another good place for the notes section is writing down what the mini looks like. If you do use miniatures, you can say, you know, sword, axe, or green, blue, whatever you gotta write. But status conditions are also good there. But the nice thing is it auto slots them in based on initiative. So if players are gone, the party's split and they rejoin, you can do this. It's really easy. I like just a basic initiative tracker because I can have this on half my screen and I can always say, okay, blank, you're up next, so-and-so. Track your initiative however you want, but I just find this a lot easier. The second one is this website is a godsend. It is called Fantasy Name Generators. It's as easy as it comes. You just say what you want, and here we go. You don't know what to name your ghoul. I didn't know ghouls have names, but here we go. We can name them all these. You can just copy them and put them in there. But if especially your players entered town, they're like, well, what's that person's name? I pretty much always have a human name list just up in front of me because they will inevitably ask what's that person's name. And if it's a half orc, I can go here and I'm like, I'm ready. At any point they can ask as many names as they want and I can keep generating names. So that'll just save you a lot of time, especially if you're writing and you need to think of something. You can also do locations. So if you need something interesting, like they're going to a farm and you have no clue, here we go. So you can go to Google and just type in fantasy name generators or just type in quickly what you need, human names, then human name generator, click this one, and now I'm ready. So Fantasy Name Generators is a huge save. Recommend them highly. Next one's Donjon. And Donjon, he has almost all the things mentioned before, all sorts of different generators, so you can really find what you like. But in the D&D 5e section, I like to use the random magic shop generator for different items I want to give, or just the magic items generator or list. So I can go in here and say quickly I need a ring of rare quality that needs attunement from the Dungeon Master's Guide. And now I can find out what they are. And quickly, just for me, if you hit Windows key Shift S, you can quickly screenshot something, or if you're on a Mac, I think it's Command Shift 4, and then you can just airdrop that to your player and they can have it if they use an iPad and maybe use D&D Beyond. Makes it really quick to go through that. But this has all sorts of different things and I like using it. The next one's kind of a new one to me, but I've been liking it a lot for inspiration is, I don't know how to pronounce this name, but I'll put it right here. I'll just highlight it. This can generate an entire town. So if I hit roll in the new town, I can hit OK. And this does a great job just giving us a full thing. Let's see, nope, never show. Cool, so just generated a whole town. So if I need a quick building, I could say, okay, create an alchemist. And there we go, now I have this. And so, oh, the alchemist is named this, I can click on that, and now I get the things, and this is good to just read straight out loud. You should be good. So now it says talk with, and I go ahead and click, and then this is how they talk. He has a quite large steel vat. Inside the vat is this, generate a plot hook for him, and all sorts of things. So it generates a lot of good ideas if you're just looking for basics. So you can do it for your whole town, or you can just grab a dungeon and hit create building. And now at the top of the high row, nearby is the Finland dungeon. Boom, and we get a basics of it. So it's a super great generator. I love that you can hover things and it will tell you, you know, what are they like, a lean one with large knobbly knees. I've never heard that description before, but there it is. Very good generator. It's something I've been messing with recently, and I'd recommend it if you're trying to make a town. Speaking of towns, we have Kassoon's generators. These ones are great for everything from plot hooks to maps and like that. So let's say we need generators here. We have backstory, a Hamlet map, encounter ideas. So I like this one for encounter ideas and NPC ideas. The PCs need to find a MacGuffin and take it back to their home, import an artifact, whatever, and the enemy wins if they take it back. So if you're looking for a way to make the combat not just beat them up, because there's this kind of disconnect between the moment they know they're going to win and the end of the fight, and it gets really boring between that time if they don't have something to do. So if the characters all run away, they feel cheated because they didn't get to kill them. But if they got the item they came for, they don't really care if the enemy grunts run away, and then you save yourself from slogging through another 20, 30 minutes of combat for no reason. But Kassoons is great, all sorts of different things. Magical junk, here we go. A goat's petrified brain that makes sound only heard by creatures 5 feet of you. A playing card that moves 10 feet towards where it's found each day. All sorts of just dumb things you can just generate over and over again to get some fun ideas. And lastly, it's just a very simple horde generator. So this is good if your players, you want to reward them with something they just got some loot. So you can quickly hit individual treasure. You know, they defeat somebody and they're like, oh, I want to search his body. Just quickly hit generate loot. It's like, oh, you find 80 copper, 32 silver. What is the EP again? I forget. Electrum. Yeah, you can just generate quick loot like that, or you can do like a horde and do all these things, but you could quickly just throw together. So if you're looking for this one, it's just Indie Loot Generator or 5e D&D Treasure Generator, and you can adjust the settings. It's just really easy for if you need to quickly throw together something. You can even adjust whether it has interesting trinkets, books and tomes, maybe they're in the library, convert it all to gold, whatever you want. You can go through here and just manipulate it, and if you need a quick, they defeat a goblin camp, you just want to generate some things, they'll probably have a lot of show options. They'll probably have a lot of trinkets and adventuring gear and armor, but I doubt they'll have many trained goods or books and tomes. So now I've got generate loot. This seems like an all right setup for that. So I can just literally say out loud to my players, they've got this, and they gotta take a bunch of loot and put it in their bags, and that always feels good, especially if they have a bag of holding. And my last honorable mention, and that I've not used much, but I really enjoyed the idea of and I'm getting excited about, is ChatGPT. For when you have writer's block and you're trying to do anything, this can generate any assistance you need for ideas. I don't think I could teach it to write out a stat block. I don't think it knows enough about the rules. It doesn't have access to D&D's handbooks, but it absolutely does have the idea of what a magic item is, what is a fantasy town, what questions would need to be answered to make it interesting. So look into that. I hope you all have good luck with the websites that I was showing you all. And if you all have any questions, leave a comment. I do have more websites that I like, so if you like this one, I'll post another one. And thank you all for watching. Peace.